So as you can see, I'm back in my RV and we're getting ready for another trip. And we really love this. I mean, it's a great way to travel and to see things. But I wanted to talk about something that I see in the comments here. And I'm just going to make a short video today. And the next bunch of videos, I'm probably going to be shooting from the road. So hopefully I have connection and I can get some good images. But I have some really cool tutorials and just comparison type shooting that I want to do. So, you know, I'm going to be shooting fireworks in Walt Disney World. And I'm going to put the Canon M50 on top of my D750. I'm going to try to shoot the exact same fireworks show at the exact same settings with two different cameras at the exact same moment. So that should be a really cool video. I hope I can pull it off. I don't know if I'm going to be able to. Probably shouldn't mention it. I want to talk about something that I see in the comments and I've heard over the years. Eric and I have been doing this a long time. I looked at my Lightroom catalog yesterday, and I have, just in this Lightroom catalog that I've been working on from the last year, I have 65,000 images in there. That means 65,000 times I put the camera to my eye and I took a picture of something. So we get comments like, I wish I could shoot like this. I wish I could make an image like that. I'll never be able to create images like that. And I'm here to say that you can. You absolutely can. There are new photographers following us. I can tell by the questions, you know, because you're still worried about what kind of gear you're going to get and will this lens work with that? And just stick with it and get out there and shoot as much as you can, because that's what's going to make you a great photographer. Not necessarily what camera and lenses you have. I mean, we did a couple of videos where I went out with the Canon M50 with the kit lens, which is what I'm shooting on right here. You know, it's a $600 setup. You can get some really good images with this. But the more you do it, the more you're going to be able to do it. I have a hard time answering that question, saying, oh, thank you. It's flattering that you think you'll never be able to do this, but I firmly believe that anybody can do this. Now, I've talked to other photographer friends who say, that's not true. You got to have an artistic eye. You know, you only see the world the way you see it, and we're artists and everything's different. For some people, that might be true. They just like to take pictures of wherever they're at. A snapshot is fine. They just want to record time. But for other people, you know, it becomes more creative. But whatever you want to do with your photography, I think you can do it if you just put the time in to learn. I know for a fact that, you know, I was a lousy photographer when I started. It wasn't like I had some sort of gift where I had some sort of eye that other people don't have. You know, I was terrible and I took terrible pictures. And it took me years and thousands of images to even be comfortable sharing my images online. And another thing that you should know you probably know this, but when you're looking at Instagram and Facebook and, you know, YouTube channels, we're only showing you our best images. I'm not showing you the 55 images I messed up to get that one good one that I'm going to post. So just know that there's a lot of trial and error in photography. And don't be discouraged if you go out for a whole night and you come away with nothing. I've done that. We've gone to places, taken images, and I look at them and I'm just like, this wasn't great, you know, and I end up going back to the same place or I try something different. So there are plenty of times that it doesn't work out in photography, but that's the great thing. That is the challenge. So just stick with it. You know, I don't know what this video is about today. I just felt like, you know, addressing that question because I find it, you know, it's discouraging to feel like you can't do something that you want to do, and you absolutely can. And another thing is to find a mentor or somebody that you like to watch or somebody that you can learn from. For me, that was Eric. You know, Eric really taught me the nuts and bolts of photography while I was shooting alongside him. It was like having, you know, my own private instructor. And he accelerated my photography. I don't even know how long. But you can find somebody, whether it's a local friend or a YouTube channel, somebody that you like to follow, that they do a lot of shooting tutorials, and maybe you can mimic what they're doing, get you out more, or maybe you want to take some classes and just get comfortable with your camera, because once you're comfortable with your camera, then you can start getting creative, and that's when things get really good. But find somebody to follow, somebody who you can interact with, and somebody who's willing to share, you know, what they know, because that is really going to be helpful to you when you're first learning photography. The gear is great, but it's a small component, you know, of the whole thing. You could have the best camera in the world, but if it's sitting in your bag for 2 months at a time, it doesn't do anything. But the person that's out there with their camera every day, no matter what kind of camera it is, they're getting better every single day. So just get out there and shoot. That's all I'll say. Okay, so the next time you'll see me, I'll be maybe in Florida, maybe on Main Street in Walt Disney World. I'm not really sure. My wife actually wants to do a video with me. We're going to maybe do some comparison shooting to see, is it the camera? Is it the person shooting? So I got some good ideas for this trip. This video is the first video we ever uploaded to the channel, and it's why we think Walt Disney World is such a great place to shoot. And this is our photography playlist. There's a lot of great videos in here, if you're just starting out, or if you just, want a refresher on some things, or just our opinions on things. So you can check both of those out. See you in the next one.